Hey, good afternoon. This is Virgil with Champagne Creek Ranch, and we're here today, and we're taking a look real quick at some of our competition that's coming up on Saturday. And this is going to be the place to be if you have never seen the type of off-road competition we do here, navigation competition. This is going to be it'll be a good time. So I suggest if you can make it. It starts early, 8 o'clock, but the event runs till 4:30. So I'm going to have Diana show you real quick. We're standing at the tow test. So if you can see my pickup down there, the tow test starts just this side of my pickup, and it runs up here, makes the corner. I'm going to just walk you through it. So Diana can follow me. As you can see, they'll have to go through this. They'll have to stay in there inside these barriers that we have set up for them. Most of the tow test is a downhill, and a lot of it's side hill, so there's trees and boundaries they have to keep inside. When you get to this section of the tow test, hey puppy, when you get to this section of the tow test, you have to make a 180-degree corner, and you'll be able to, the two vehicles will be able to work with each other to get around the corner. One's going to be dead in the water, the other will be doing the towing. They will have to come around this corner without breaking that ribbon. If you break the ribbon, it's a time penalty. And then we come on down here, around the tree. Got ribbons marking both, well, ribbons on one side, orange marker on the upper side. And then just before they're out, they make a 90-degree and then another 90-degree, and that puts them back through the other gate. They can't break the ribbons. So they'll come up here, a little bit side hill. And then this will be the end of it. The second vehicle will have to be able to be towed through this gate for the time to actually stop. So it's going to be a good time. That's one of our 5 tasks. I'll walk you through some of the others. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back here at Champagne Creek. This is Virgil. Okay, so the basic challenge that we have coming up on Saturday is there's 10 tasks that have to be done by 11 teams, and some of those tasks are GPS finds. So none of the finds that will be able to be driven to. They all have to be driven near and then hiked into. When they find those finds, then that find has a code on it that will give them the next. Will actually let them go to their next find. So there's a find, and then there's a GPS find, and then there's a compass shoot from that find to get to the next find. So there's 5 of those, and they're hidden all over the property. They'll have the original at 7:45. They'll get their sheets that'll tell them where they have to go. Now, mixed in with that, there's also 5 tasks that you have to do, and I just walked you through the tow task. This one is called Bounty Hill. So both vehicles, the team is 2 vehicles and 4 people. Both vehicles have to start at the gate at the bottom, and they have to be able to get up to where we are right here. Now they're going to have to use everything they got to do it. They're going to have to use winches. They're going to probably end up using snatch blocks, whatever it takes to get up here. There's no penalty for winching. There is penalty for going off course, but hopefully we can get a zoom in there. I don't know if you can see the hill, but it's not quite vertical. We did have some side-by-sides pull it. I don't think we've ever had anybody in a 4-wheel drive pull it yet, but I'll bet on Saturday we're going to find a few people that can. So anyway, that's this is called Bounty Hill, and that will be one of our tasks that has to be completed. And this is a timed task from bottom to top. There's violations if you go out of bounds. There's violations if you're not safe. There's violations if you don't have a seatbelt on. There's violations if you don't protect your winch line. Safety is the #1 key thing that we always look for here. So anyway, this is the Bounty Hill task. Again, this thing fires off at 8 o'clock on Saturday. If you guys want to see it, you're going to see 22 vehicles make an attempt at it. So I'm going to take you to the next task. Okay, this is our next task. I don't know what number it is, but it's the third one I'm going to show you. This task, each team will be asked to complete a winching section. They're going to winch logs out of a canyon, and they're going to actually simulate building a log cabin. As I can show you right here, there's also some big rounds of solid oak that have to be split, and that all kind of works into the whole scheme of this task, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So in this task, we basically have right here, we have the log cabin bunkers that are going to be, that the logs are going to be put into. And if I get my camera over here, okay, at the bottom of this hill, you'll see 2 logs that are kind of skinned up, and they're appropriately named, I don't know if you can see it, they're appropriately named Grunt and Groan. That is my log cabin logs. So when the competitors, 2 vehicles, 4 people, when they enter into the box, they'll be timed to bring those logs out of the canyon one at a time, however they can get them out of the canyon, preferably with their winch. I don't think manpower is going to get that one done. So they're going to bring those logs up here. They're going to bring them over where I am. They're going to place those logs in these cradles that you see are marked in orange. However they want to do it, the first one first, the second one first, however they want to do it. As soon as that second log hits the cradle, the team will split one of these rounds into 4 pieces, and there'll be 2 splitting wells provided, and they can use them however they see fit. Once those rounds are split, they have to take the logs out of the cradles and put them back down in the canyon, and then their time stops as soon as those logs return back to what we call the box, which is at the bottom of the canyon there. So this will be a physical task. It'll be a challenge, a little bit lumberjack, a little bit hillbilly, a little bit back roads, a little bit crazy, but it should be a good time. And all of these tasks, this one in particular, is right in an area where spectators can see the entire event. So if you want to come out Saturday, you'll enjoy this. This will be a good time. So I'm going to take you to the stretcher carry. Okay, here we are. This is, I'm not going to walk this one because it's too far down in a canyon, but this is our stretcher carry. So in this task, the teams of 4 people, 2 vehicles, they're going to be asked to put one of their teammates in a military-style stretcher. They're going to carry that stretcher, and I'm going to go ahead and point over here. Diana can show you. They're going to carry that stretcher through, it's hard to see from here, but through some gates. They're going to carry it all the way up into those trees with the person on it. Remember, the person on it's going to be holding a bucket of water, and they can't spill the water without penalty. They're going to come through those trees. There's a course that we've marked out for them. It's probably from start to finish 100 yards. They're going to come back to their vehicles, and then they're going to, at the green gates down there, is where the vehicles will be staged. They'll take the person off the stretcher. They'll get back in their vehicles, put their seatbelts on, do all the safety stuff they need to do. They're going to have to finish this road, and they're going to, there's probably, I don't know, probably 50 yards of bad road that they're going to have to finish. When they're done, they'll cross the green gates at the top, and I'll have Diana zoom over to those green gates there. And then back to me. So anyway, different this year. Last year, our stretcher carry, we had people doing the carry in about 2.5 minutes. They got through it really fast. Some of our guys, our competitors, are a heck of a lot more athletic than we thought they were going to be. And this year's a little different. So there's going to be a driving section of it, and there's going to be a stretcher carry section of it. So tough stuff, fun stuff. if you guys want to see a really good time, I would definitely show up to see that. You'll be able to see it from right here where I'm standing. So you'll be able to see the competitors doing the entire event. Most of our tasks that are challenges are all visible from the area where we actually have spectators. So feel free to come in. It's $5. Gates open at 7:30, I believe, is when the gates are open. So 7:30. I'll be here all night. So all right, I'll take you to the tire change task. Okay, this is Virgil again, Champagne Creek. This is our last physical challenge of the event. And what will happen here, a little bit hard to see probably without a vehicle in it. What will happen here is this is where the vehicle will come into, the team will pull the tire off the vehicle. They will take the tire, and they have to, with manual tools, no electric wrenches or any of that stuff, they're gonna take the tire, the vehicle will be in this box, they're gonna roll it up this hill. I'm gonna have Diana pan up the hill. So all 4 people or 2 people or however many they want, they're gonna roll it up this hill. You can see where the gates are up on top. There's a little ditch up there. They're gonna have to roll the tire around a tree through a ditch, bring it back down the hill, reinstall it on the vehicle, and then get back in their vehicles, all safety requirements met, safety, seat belts, etc. Get back in their vehicle and drive their vehicle through those gates, and the time will end when they cross those gates up there. So this is always one of the fun ones to watch. It's tough and it takes teamwork. You know, you really have to be creative as to how you're going to jack up your vehicle. You can't see it from here, but you're sitting at quite a side hill angle. So this will be a good time. Again, that's the last of our physical challenges. We'll go down here a little bit and I'll talk a little bit more about some of the other events. Okay, so this is the end of the video here. I'm going to talk a little bit about our sponsors and a little bit about what we're going to be doing here. The event is open to the public. The event starts, the gates are actually going to be open at 7 o'clock in the morning. Our driver's meeting is 7:30. All 11 teams will be hitting the trails by roughly 8 o'clock. And this is the area. Maybe have Diana pan around real quick. We'll have some camping here. We will have a food truck. Rolling Thunder Barbecue, which is one of our sponsors, will be here Saturday morning early for biscuits and gravy. They're going to be serving, and then they're also going to be, after that for lunch, they're going to be serving lunch, barbecue, and I can't remember what he said they're going to have, but it's always good, doesn't matter. Also, Looking Glass Brewery, which is another one of our major sponsors, they're going to be here. They'll be serving beer all day Saturday, and including our Twin Peaks, new Twin Peaks brew, Bad Habit Blonde. So that's kind of cool. And so please come up and enjoy that. We also have a raffle. We've got some really cool stuff to give away. Warren Industries gave us a $2,000 winch to give away. So it's $5 a ticket. I don't know how many people are going to actually buy into it, so you might only end up with 100 people or less in the raffle. So for $5, the odds of winning a $2,000 winch is a pretty good odds. So I want to just have Diana pan around, and I think she's doing it, show you some of our sponsors, and we'll talk about them. Got them in the camera. The first one is Lithia Jeep Roseburg. They're going to be on site. They'll have a vehicle here. I think they're going to have one of their new scramblers, not scramblers, one of their new Rubicon. Gladiator. Is it? What are they going to have?
I think the Gladiator. I think.
Yeah, they'll have a Gladiator, I think is what they're going to have. Anyway, so they'll be here on site. They will be talking about their vehicle. Another major sponsor, Northwest Community Credit Union. They've been a great sponsor of ours. Edward Jones has been a major sponsor for this event and others. This event is part of a fundraiser for Greater Douglas United Way. Casey's Restaurant, can't say enough. Those guys have been just incredible. They've done really good things for us, helped us out. Some of the other sponsors here, Umpqua Sand and Gravel, they've helped us out with a lot of rock on some of our trails and some of our roads. I think we've probably hauled in over 20 dump truck loads, and we haven't had to pay a lot of money for a lot of that because they've been generous. Roseburg Collision's been another major sponsor, and I believe they'll be here this year. New Winchester Deli, Winchester Pub and Grill. They're a new sponsor. They've signed on as a major sponsor for our events, and we're really happy to have them. I can't say enough good about 138 Grill. These folks, they're here. They're going to be. They've got their sign here. They've done so much for our community, recovering from the fires in Glide and that type of thing. Just incredible people, and they are also one of our major sponsors. One sponsor that doesn't have a sign up yet, a major sponsor, is Ernest Auto, Jeremy McGar. He'll be here. He's actually going to be competing, so that's going to be nice. And then out in front, Adcox Heating Centers, they're a major sponsor for this property as well. And Randy Rubin, his office is also a major sponsor. And would be remiss to not mention Altheos Construction, who's one of our board members and does a lot of the construction work on our property, and he is also a major sponsor. So many smaller sponsors to read off. I don't have the list, but we're thankful for every one of them. We had 43 businesses come out to sponsor this event. It's just incredible the amount of help that they've given us, the amount of advertising, the amount of support. Everybody that's behind this is just, we love them all, and we're very thankful to have them. So anyway, I'm not going to keep up any more of your time, but if you have any questions, message me, text me, message me on Facebook, however you want to do it, and happy to answer. And please feel free to come out and enjoy the day. It's going to be rainy, which is kind of cool. FYI, all of the events on this property take place on areas on the property that were never a dump. So there's no abuse of the property going on, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And if anybody has any issues with that, just give me a call as well. And that's all I got for now. So welcome to Champagne Creek.